Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel Techado again. It is very interesting that this update is actually what we required. Long time back, to be honest, things would have, like, this whole game that we are in, or the state that we are in, would have totally changed. But the update finally happened, and I was saying that this was going to be a very, very important update because yes, it's going to bring in a lot of attributes that is going to control mint. Now, drop racing means that basically you're going to use all of your energy not to race for fish but also to race for other items like consumables and stuff like that. So finally the update happened yesterday, so this video is going to be divided into multiple parts. The first part that we are going to talk about is what is drop racing, how are you going to play it, what are the perks of it, and also live on this video I've collected 30 fragments of a key where we can craft a key. We can see how much gas fees we are paying to craft a key, and what are the overall strategies for this, because there's a lot to talk about when it comes to strategy building and using those key fragments and keys to do stats update and stuff like that for your Pegas, especially Pegas that are suffering right now in your stable. So let's quickly jump in. Moving to desktop lifesaving, we're going to come back to this. As you can see, 30 fragments is required to craft a key. I was actually going to record this video like a few minutes back. As you can see, it's already 10:53 p.m. Came back from work and I was like, okay, I'm going to quickly drain like 25 energy in one of my 30% Pegas, and instead of, I should have actually used a pacer for this, but instead I have used like a epic which was like lying there. So let's go and talk about drop racing. So this link will be down below, so anybody who wants to know in detail what is drop racing, you're going to go through this. I'm not going to be talking in depth about this. So first of all, when you go to this and you go for racing, you will see that there is two, let me go for stream watching this. You can see, actually you'll see two sort of racing. One is drop racing, one is standard fish. You can go and select standard fish, and in standard fish again you get like 3 stadiums to choose from. If you're going for drop racing, you will see that in drop racing there is no class, which means you can actually use your pacers which are just there for drop racing and use them to either, like, especially if you're planning to breed like tomorrow or day after tomorrow, just use like 1 or 2 days before to see start planning like 2-3 days before your breeding, whenever you're planning to do your breeding and make another horse out of it or a peg out of it. You have to plan this before, and you can utilize these key fragments and stuff like that for either color, stat, and I think there is more. So color. So there's 11 type of chest. One is fire stat chest, water stat chest, wind stat chest, lightning stat chest, speed stat chest, strength, reduce race cooldown chest. Reduce race cooldown chest is amazing for people, those who are especially breeding like legendary Pegas and stuff like that. So that's actually amazing. Fire chroma test, water chroma test. Chroma means color, so these last 3-4 are like color kind of chest. So, and the type of chest you will obtain will be defined by the type of arena you're racing in. So today's arena is water, actually water or wind. Today's arena is water. So type of chest, if I get, is going to be going to be water chest. Okay, now here comes, and all lobbies have a chance of obtaining these chests. So all of these lobbies will have 3 common factors, which is reduce race cooldown, strength, and speed chests. So we have been talking about strength and speed for a long time, and as you can see right now that they are also talking about strength and speed, and so they've kept strength, speed, and race cooldown chests availability for those chests to be very, very easily available. So your chances of getting those 3 chests are very much compared to skin chroma, the drop rates of this type of chests are going to be 30%. Reduced race cooldown is 14%, and strength chest is 14%, speed chest, and there's a stat chest which is 28%. So out of which speed, strength, and race cooldown chests are 14%. Okay, which is kind of cool. When you open a chest, you have a chance to get an item in 5 different rarities. Now, whenever you open this, you get legendary, mythic, epic, rare, and 50%. I would go for the legendary one because I have a legendary Pega which is sitting at 14% from day one. The breeding was not, fusing was not good for it. This was the first time when fuse actually had come up. I did not sell that Pega yet. I've kept that legendary. So I would be going for this legendary, like 7%. That's actually pretty amazing. In order to open a chest, you are required to fuse a key from key fragments. So 30 key fragments is one key. You are required to use 1000 vis to fuse a key, and there's only one available type of key, and it can open all types of chest, which is again amazing. Now watch this. This is amazing only for the reason because now you have separated people and you have made a parallel system where people are competing for chests and this loot box, like and gacha system kind of a thing, which is, and then they're using 1000 vis to make a key out of it. And people, those who want, as a matter of fact, a lot of people in the community is actually selling the key for $1.50. You can, if you want, you can just sell the key, like rather than people wasting time. A lot of people are just minting that. So those who are minting, they also want like this kind of stuff, which is like the key and the chest system. So they will ask for like, hey, I want to buy a key and stuff like that. So these are new items that are coming up, and if this would have been dropped on Feb, we would have been sitting at #1 probably NFT game or P2E game in the P2E space. We would have been again #1 because this was what was required long time back. But as a matter of fact, this has high potential to control mint, and we are going to check in the coming 7 days or so whether this was able to control of the mint or not. So here's the thing though. We're going to talk about this. Stat cost is 100 vis, skin chroma is 30, race cooldown reduction is 50. So these are cost of all the consumable. Just go through all the cost and everything. This is also, how much stat will be changed. The amount will depend. The stat change is permanent, not temporary. Now here is a fun fact. Fun fact is that a lot of people, those who were saying in Discord or a lot of people saying here and there in other social media sites that the stat chest, it clearly states that the stat change is permanent. So if your trash Pegas, or which you are calling as trash Pegas, the community is calling as or your Pegas that came out of genetic fuse, does not have good stats, you can actually utilize this to beef up the stats and try to resell that in the marketplace for a higher value, or try to resell that, or you just keep that and try to mint more vis out of it. So definitely very, very important part of this whole system will be the stats chest, which is up and down. X up and X down, they can be applied to increase a certain and decrease a certain stat. So this is amazing. Again, racing cooldowns are self-explanatory. Normal will get 2-day reduction, rare 4-day, epic 6-day, 8-day, legendary 8-day, and 10-day reduction. And racing cooldowns, this is understandable. 4 color index, and just go through all this thing. I've got a link down below and you will understand this. Now here is a thing for people, those who are scholars. Question is that how are scholars going to benefit, because scholars are very important part of the community. Our whole investment is an investment. It's only because of the scholars who are actually playing this game, and this is a very important again announcement for all our scholars, is that peggers that enter this mode or drop racing mode is only available for directly rented pegas, fixed or paid rent PGX, and owned pegas. So a person who has paid, like fixed, and is paying fixed or paid rent for PGX for like can rate, then a public or share profit Pegas will not be able to enter this mode. Now, what are they talking about? So which Pegas can enter and which Pegas cannot enter? So let's go and talk about this. Now, if somebody is paying 44 PGX, somebody's paying 66 PGX, right? Somebody's paying 24 PGX for this. These guys can collect items. And remind you one more stuff. You can sell these items. Let's go to marketplace and see what is the price of key and chest and everything. So people are selling their strength chest, stat chest for $50. Reduced race cooldown is currently the highest, sitting at 50 USDT. Key again 1.5. Water stat chest is $1. Water chroma chest is 40 cents and stuff like that. And people are working hard for this. So currently people are valuing cooldown chest to be more, whereas they should value not the cooldown, because people are totally forgetting one thing. What should be of more value should be this guy, stat chests up and down. If you get a stat chest up and down, this is of super important. Why? Because remember this, people have done a lot of breeding, and there is a lot of owners of legendary Pegas that are sitting with Pegas that do not have good amount of mint. So this is pretty attractive for people. Why? Because this is a permanent change. So make sure if you are selling that, try to sell and it's for the whole community. I think they're doing it a little bit, they're rushing this, trying to, obviously everybody wants to make money and all that stuff. I can totally understand this. But rather than having reduced race cooldown chest to be as 50 USDT, you will never going to get this. What you should consider is going to be this guy, which is stat chests up and down. General synapses is, in a nutshell, this should be your prime priority for people, those who have done fusing. And why am I talking this? Because we gave away round about 800,000 vis in this channel. 600,000 was our second round. Our first round was 200,000, and we have a plan of another 300,000. I was just waiting for this update to drop, and we are going to do a giveaway, and you are going to follow my Twitter, which is again going to be right up here. The fun thing is that a lot of you guys who are following me from Philippines, following from Vietnam and other part of Asian countries, I am based in West Coast, which is going to be in United States. So our time zones are separate. So keep an eye. When it's morning for you, it's usually night for me, because the moment I drop the Twitter thing that entries are open, that is the moment within an hour that 400,000 vis goes away. And why we are going to do the giveaway, because very soon, I'm not decided on a date yet. The reason why I'm going to do this, because a lot of people wants this chest and all that stuff. So while you are racing your Pegas for the chest and all that stuff, you get vis as a part of a giveaway, and you can win that. And in that way, you can, in your free mind, you already know that you got 8,000 vis, and now you can use that for other stuff. Okay. Let's now go back to my assets. Okay, so what I did was I had I named these mules for some reason, and I have a lot of Pegas that are just idle. Some are renting, some are sitting in the market forever. Yeah. My good Pegas are still renting. They're been rented out directly. I don't know why. I should probably replace this with this. Okay, blue carbon, XPS, they're just sitting there. I will go to items, and you will see that I've collected 30 items. So let's go ahead and craft and live we are going to see what happens. So we are going to see craft a key. I have this. Let's approve this. Hold on a second. I need to sign in my ledger at first. I'm sorry. I'm going to take a little bit of time. Okay, and confirm. So I didn't see any gas fee notification on that. I was just trying to somebody said that there's going to be gas fees on every step. Let's see. I mean, what you can do is that keep on collecting that, and either you sell the keys or hold the keys and try to sell it later on. I mean, I would not say later on, just try to sell it as fast as you can, only for the reason is that the economy, when it's going to recover, when people's sentiments recover, only then. I would definitely give props to the team, the way they have made this update. This is actually very, very good update. Yeah, there is a fee. So the fee was 0.0016. You guys could not see see that. Actually, I was checking on my ledger. It was showing me fee is 0.0016 matic for this. So let's see what is the interaction going on. Yeah, so I mean, that's done. Let me see, how much did we spend? Yeah, so we spend 0.001606. Our total was 0.0016 to 123. Understandable. Obviously, it's going to take forever to craft a key, but okay. Let's craft. And crafting that key would take 0.007. So your total spending is 0.00 something. So you're basically paying a little bit more. And this is what was the concern was for a lot of people, is that, but just because this is down and but by so much that it is just you just cannot do anything about it, about the gas fees, just because the token literally doesn't have any value. Anything under like 0.00 or has 2 zeros doesn't have value, because I mean, and you should understand this, you should not never look into like, okay, so today it's 0.00005474 and stuff like that. And no, anything that goes double zeros, 0.00, basically it doesn't have any value in like the whole crypto economy. I'm just waiting for this key to craft because as we promised, it will be live out there. Also, while this is crafting, we're going to talk about one more stuff. Is okay, check now. Okay. Keys and chest. Okay, I got my key. I can sell my key. I can transfer my key to another account, and I can keep on doing this. I can keep on racing and try to make something out of these keys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell this. I'm going to put it at, there's a 3% fee. I'll put it at 1.3. I mean, it was free to make for me, so I didn't pay anything. And see whether it sells by tomorrow or not. Basically would give for one of my Pegas, where I can, basically you can get free Pegas just by that. And we're going to check the price of Pegas. And I'm just doing this just to show you guys that there are other ways that you can still make some sort of money and convert the amount of this that you have into something that's valuable. Like you can still make some sort of money. How much profitable it is, it's probably not that profitable. 1.3 USDT probably will go for me making, you know, like Matic and everything, and transferring all the Pegas to my scholars and stuff like that. Yeah. So to put this on marketplace, it's going to be 0.009. So basically, I spent 0.01 Matic just to do all this stuff, which is kind of okay. What to do? There is no other way. Like, kind of in this game, there probably is no other way, but not bad. I just had one question. Like, I think this would have been a very big inspiration for, you know, like a lot of the scholars, if the managers or the owners or the investors did not get the full amount of the keys, but they had a profit. Like, for example, if I'm giving a 50-50 profit, or if I'm giving like 60-40 profit, you know, might as well. So key number is 685. Let's see in marketplace whether the key and chest 685, it's up there, which is 1.3. I put it at a little bit higher price. I don't know why. And these prices are going to drop. So there is no way I'm selling this key for like 1.3. So yeah. Now there is one more stuff. While you're racing for drop racing and stuff like that, while you're racing for this, there is a 20% chance amongst your first places that you can actually win a chest. That's where that key is going to come into play. So very well done and well made, kind of the loot box gacha system. Very well made. I would definitely put it up there. This is a very important. I mean, like, it was actually coming for a long time that we had to control the mint. This has huge potential. It depends upon how we as a community we react to this update. I was bullish on this update from like the day one they launched on their white paper that loot box and gacha is coming, food is coming, and that is the way you should spend your, you know, Vis tokens, and you burn more Vis tokens to get something like this. And what they did was that I thought it was just another burn mech. They actually tried to take a lot of people out of the, you know, like the racing side for Vis, and brought them for racing side of you know, like for gacha and everything. Now comes strategy. Next part of the video will be strategizing what to do, which Pega should you send. Now I would actually get all my pacers, which is up there. So pacer, all of my pacers that, you know, have got higher stats goes to that particular stadium, which is going to be there for that day, and races that, because pacers usually do not have any value. My pacers were sitting, as you can see right now. It has got, I'll show you what is the situation of my pacers. It has 0 races. It's been sitting there for a month. I didn't even do anything. It's just there. 0 races. It was bred and everything, you know, like stats are whatever, high speed, low strength, good stats and I would let it be the way it is. But now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take it to the loot box gacha and everything and make them race for that, because pacers, I mean, little bit of rare you can do, like rares that are 14%, you know, like 15% in your thing. You can do epic, but I would not go for epic and legendary to fight, and then not obviously your meta pacers. Meta pacers are going to be there to race for your this thing. But then again, there's another theory that says that you should take your meta pacers for you know, like for your racing, and go for drop racing, because meta pacers will give you the highest chance of getting you know, like your box or the chest, and with the keys you can unlock the chest. Do whatever you want. I want your suggestions down in comment below. What would you do? Would you rather race your meta pegas for drop racing, or would you rather, you know, like just use your pacers that are just sitting there? I really am interested in this strategy of yours, so do comment down below what's your strategy on this. Now comes economy, which is the last part of our video. 7 days back, as a matter of fact, I was pretty concerned about this pump, and I was talking that this is probably a fake pump. Well, I had some vis lying around, so I used that vis to like make a little bit more, because I knew the threshold that this is probably not a very organic pump. It's an inorganic kind of a selling pressure, where people from like Bybit exchange and other places are trying to pump this and get some money out of it, get some tokens out of it or something like that. And that's exactly what happened. Nobody wants to wait, and they dropped it. They saw it 0.0017. You know what, let's drop. So economy is not that good, because a few days back Viz had high of 0.000072223, which is nothing again, which is basically zero. So even if it goes by 100%, there is still no change. And the reason why, because I think that the change has started to begin from today onwards. It is our sole duty to make sure that whatever we do, we have to make sure that we are consuming tokens. We are controlling the amount of mint. That is the reason it's your job and it's my job to watch this mint. So you see how baseline that the mint is above 60 and between 60 and 90. If we can bring down, with the help of this, bring down the mint again. I think you guys cannot see, I don't know why my camera is positioned in that way. If we can bring this mint between like 60 to 70, not like 60 to 90, but something around about 70, and we can stabilize that mint, people are not going to like mint more and everything like that. That would be a huge achievement. And changes in Pegaxy will happen when you will see that there is control on the mint. So that's all from the channel Techado again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Before we leave, let's see liquidity pool. 668 liquidity pool is at 12,807. Kind of concerning, because bad things happen when liquidity pool falls down to 10k. If liquidity pool falls down to 10k, there'll be a lot of concerns for the whole team, because big boys like Kyberswap would come into play, and there are some situations that are supposed to happen. I'm not going to explain you what, only for the reason it's better not to know a lot of stuff, so that you can sleep better at night. And yeah, that was all from the channel Techado. And for some reason, again, it went to 27 minutes. Why? Because I would rather not make 5 minutes video, try to mint more views, rather than people, those who are genuinely interested, they watch 27 minutes. So let genuine people who are interested watch the video for 27 minutes. And if you're genuinely interested, do give me a thumbs up. Drop the follows on all these socials that you see at the top, and we're going to be back with another exciting video about a totally different project that you've never heard will be dropped. And I am getting kind of bullish about it, but I'm also very skeptical about it. So stay tuned. Goodbye.